Yeah, and Josh, you've touched on that out on the coast. It's going to be stormy here.
Right. Extremely stormy. You also got to keep in mind that king tides, they are starting to ramp up this week. So really need to use extreme caution, whether you're in the water or even on the beach side, because this active weather, it is stirring up our ocean waters. So sneaker waves, a increased potential, along with some coastal flooding, because we're anticipating anywhere from 2 to 3 inches of rain to start to fall along the coastline with our next storm system. That's already starting to make its way back into our area. You can see that out towards the Newport location. Water droplets accumulating on our camera lenses. The rest of us are staying dry for right now as temperatures get back up into the mid-50s, but we're waiting patiently for the next round of rain and wind to move its way back into our area. So you can see those yellows, oranges, and reds already starting to come down out towards the Newport area. That's the heaviest batch of wet weather that it will be tracking its way to the north and east. As we zoom into the Portland, Vancouver area, there is moisture available, just not quite making its way to the surface just yet, although I would anticipate within about the next 30 minutes, we will start to pick up on that rain. As we manage to fill up our rain gauges just after midnight to a couple of 1/100ths of an inch, these numbers will continue to climb as we dive our way deeper into the week, all because of this massive storm system spinning just offshore. It's now pushing in a warm front, so that's why our temperatures are in the mid-50s right now. But as it continues to move on shore, it's going to keep the rainy, windy, and potentially stormy weather alive and well Wednesday into Thursday as another storm rolls in. So this is just a parade of systems out over the Pacific as high pressure gradually moves back into place Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That bodes well just in time for our weekend as we do anticipate drier skies. So we'll time everything out here with our futurecast. There you go. The strong easterly to southern winds expected to howl through much of our area as early as tonight. Soaking rains, a very real possibility. You'll notice as we move our way into Wednesday, maybe a few dry pockets here and there, but by the afternoon hours, some of those stronger bands with those yellows, oranges, and reds, that's where we could have a bubble up thunderstorm or two. So we need to stay weather aware as a KOIN 6 weather alert goes into place for us on Wednesday, and very kind of lackluster as far as the snow potential goes over the high terrain of the Cascades. That is all because of these warmer temperatures we are currently seeing. But with that weather alert in place tomorrow, we're talking about gusty winds, the chance for some severe weather. We're talking about large hail, potentially damaging winds, flooding concerns, and maybe even the chance for an isolated spin-up, brief, weak tornado. As a marginal risk does include the I-5 corridor, the coastline. That's about a 1 out of 5 chance of seeing all of those threats, as we've got about a 2% chance of seeing an isolated tornado to crop up. That's not much, but it is a lot for the Pacific Northwest because we don't typically see that potential, as our winds are also going to be screaming across our landscape, nearing almost 40-mile-per-hour gusts by about midnight. They continue to stay strong well into tomorrow. Coastal flooding, a potential, not only with those 25 to 30-foot waves, but the significant rainfall mixed in with the king tides. That's where that threat really lies. As our rain gauges, you can see for the coast, Tillamook nearing almost 3 inches, over an inch possible for the I-5 corridor, lesser amounts over the Cascades as this storm system really struggles to push further off to the east. But for tonight, falling to 51 degrees. Tomorrow, a KOIN 6 weather alert, 61 our expected high. It will be matched with wet, windy, and potentially stormy weather, especially into the afternoon and evening hours, as our 7-day forecast does show that storm strength lightening on Thursday. Our temperatures stabilize right around average, the upper 50s for us, low 60s for the weekend with those drying skies. So we just got to make it through the next 24 to 48 hours and then smooth sailing into the weekend.
Finally, right? A dry
Friday,
weekend.
Saturday almost will feel like summer a little bit.
Oh, yeah. There'll be a nice change of pace.
Don't bring it up. I'm still sad over it. Thanks, Josh.
Yeah.